My boss betrayed me. So I made him regret it. My boss promised me the promotion of a lifetime. He told me I was family. He told me I was the future of the company, but the truth? He was using me. And when he finally betrayed me, I made sure he regretted it. I'd been at the company for 5 years. I showed up early, stayed late, took calls at midnight. I missed birthdays, holidays, even my own anniversary. All because my boss, Richard, kept telling me, it'll pay off. I'm grooming you for management, I believed him. Every compliment felt like fuel. Every pat on the back was proof that my sacrifices meant something. Then one day he called me into his office, said the company was opening a new branch, and I was his top choice to run it. My heart nearly exploded with pride. Finally, all those years of grinding, finally paying off. There was just one catch. He needed me to prove myself by closing a massive deal with a client who was notoriously difficult. Richard said, if you land this deal, the branch is yours. I worked day and night. I studied every angle of the client's business. I practically lived at the office. When the day came, I nailed it. The client signed, smiling ear to ear. It was the biggest deal the company had closed all year. I thought I was a hero. But Richard, he had other plans. 2 weeks later, the branch opened. But I wasn't the one running it. Instead, Richard gave the position to his nephew, a guy who barely showed up, spent most of his time scrolling on his phone, and had less experience than an intern. I confronted Richard. He didn't even flinch. He just shrugged and said, it's business. You'll understand someday. My stomach dropped. All those late nights, all that loyalty, and I'd been played. I wasn't family, I was disposable. That night, I sat in my car in the empty office parking lot, gripping the steering wheel until my knuckles turned white. I wanted to scream, I wanted to quit. But instead, I decided something else. I wouldn't just walk away. I'd make Richard pay. Richard underestimated me. He thought I'd swallow my pride, keep working, and keep making him money. But I knew the company inside and out, the clients, the systems, the cracks in the foundation. So I started planning. Quietly, I reached out to the client I'd closed for Richard. We had built a strong rapport, and I told him the truth, that I wasn't being treated fairly, that the company was cutting corners. He listened. Then he said something that lit a fire inside me. If you ever go independent, I'll follow you. That's when it hit me. I didn't need Richard. I didn't need his company. I could build my own. For months, I worked in secret. Late nights, early mornings, all while still doing my day job. I poured everything into building a small agency, piece by piece. By the time I was ready, I wasn't just leaving Richard. I was taking his biggest clients with me. The day I resigned, Richard smirked. He thought I was bluffing. He leaned back in his leather chair and said, good luck out there. You'll be begging for your job back in 6 months. But he had no idea what was coming. Within weeks, my new agency had 3 of his top clients. Within months, we were growing faster than I could have imagined. And Richard? He was scrambling. I heard rumors from old coworkers. The company was bleeding money, struggling to replace what I'd taken. One night, I got a call. It was Richard. His voice wasn't smug anymore. It was desperate. He wanted me to come back. Said we could work something out. I laughed. For the first time in years, I felt free. You told me it's just business, I said. Now you get to understand it too. And I hung up. Today, my agency is thriving. I hire people like me, the ones bosses take advantage of, the ones who deserve better. And Richard? His company is barely holding on. Every time I drive past their office, I see fewer cars in the lot, fewer lights on inside. I don't believe in karma, but I do believe in consequences. And Richard learned his the hard way. Because when you betray someone who gave you everything, you'd better be ready when they take it all back.